Hello everybody and welcome to another Channel 8 sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is boys basketball as East Brunswick hosts Linden in an intersectional game. Hi, I'm Jimmy Allinder, being joined this evening by Phil Hill. And Phil, Linden, opponent we don't know too much about, but nonetheless they come from a tough conference, do they not?
From that Watchung conference, and they play basketball up there. Of course, they got Elizabeth, Irvington, Shabazz, all good ball-playing schools. And on top of that, they are the defending Group 4 and Section 2 champs. So they know a little bit about basketball. They're sort of down right now. They're 8-7 this year, and they actually need this win to qualify for the state tournament.
That's true. I think it's about another week or so before the cutoff date. East Brunswick is already in, their record being 10-6, and they're also coming off a very difficult loss just 2 nights ago against St. Joseph of Metuchen. Will that have any effect on tonight's game?
I don't know. I would think that the Bears would certainly want to play better. I mean, they got their arch rival St. Joe's, and quite frankly, they really didn't play a good game in my mind. And here's a cross-conference game here. They have a chance to be loose and let it all hang out. The legs are fresh, and I think they would want to have a good showing tonight.
And another thing we noted it with the St. Joseph's game is that East Brunswick had some difficulty scoring, especially inside where Dave Vangerud was having some difficulty. I think their three-point shooting is going to have to be on. Certainly we're going to have to see something more from Mike Tresca.
Mike Tresca can score, as witness his 6 out of 7 three-pointers against Hillsborough, but he doesn't have to score for this team to win. He sort of engineers things, but when he gets the ball inside, these other players have to put it down.
Okay. All right, well, so it's going to be an up-tempo game, no doubt about it, with Linden playing that style. East Brunswick, of course, will try to control things. We're going to take a quick break here right now, and we'll be back with the action in just a minute. All right, we are back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where tonight East Brunswick will host Linden in an interconference game. We mentioned up top that Linden comes in with an 8-7 record. East Brunswick 10-6. Most recently, a 50-43 loss 2 nights ago here. It's against St. Joseph's of Metuchen. It was not a really one of the best games that East Brunswick has played, and as Phil mentioned, the Bears are going to want to start to get things together as we near the time where they start to see for the Greater Middlesex Conference Tournament. They have already qualified for the state tournament, okay? Jumping center for the Bears will be Dave Vangerud. Brad Caruso, 55, is also starting, as is Kevin James, Mike Tresca, and number 45, Brian Schuler, Phil.
Okay.
We'll pick up Linden as we move along here. The tap is won by the Tigers?
The Tigers.
Okay.
Linden Tigers.
All right, number 10, that is Sean Barnes, who gives it off to 15. That's Ray DeVal. There's another DeVal on the team, so we'll have to keep that straight. DeVal goes up with it. Doesn't fall, and rebound comes down to Schuler. And this is East Brunswick's first opportunity. Caruso hits, three-pointer. And the Bears are off to a 3-0 lead.
A good sign for the Bears. Good
Absolutely.
way to start off a game.
They didn't even have any opportunities against the Falcons. 33, that's Sean Tyson off the rim. Rebound comes down. Jamal Tate takes it to Barnes. Garcia puts it up, and it falls. And the score is 3-2 East Brunswick. 7 minutes. Caruso again. This time it goes off the rim, but the rebound comes down, blocked.
Okay, Jamal Tate, number 21, going up high for that rebound.
So you mentioned, Phil, these are the defending Group 2 champions.
That's right.
But they've been depleted.
They've been depleted and whatnot. They have 2 seniors, Garcia and Barnes, and that's it.
All right, East Brunswick moves it around. Schuler over to Vangerud, to James. Tresca alone. And he hits it, three-pointer. And I guess that's the difference when you don't really truly scout a team. East Brunswick can shoot that outside shot. And you saw St. Joseph the other night had their hands in the faces of the East Brunswick outside shooters.
Constantly. Good point, Jim.
Right. All right, driven inside. Doesn't make it. That was Barnes.
And Vangaroo with the rebound.
James to Vangaroo. Caruso inside to Schuler. Nice pass to Vangaroo. Can't hold on to it, though. So here come the Tigers. 6-2 the score, East Brunswick. Garcia drives and doesn't go. Vangaroo again with the rebound.
Doing a good job on the defensive
Schuler,
boards.
nice pass and good grab by Schuler. 8-2 East Brunswick. And Linden caught a little flat-footed there. Garcia to Barnes. And they'll set it up once again. DeVal with it. He's their outside shooter, apparently, but it won't fall. And East Brunswick, once again, will push it up court. Nice pass, but good recovery by Linden. DeVal to Garcia.
Linden only getting one shot off their offensive boards there.
Right. Garcia bounce pass inside, and it goes. That was Jamal Tate scoring. And now the score is 8-4 with 4:47 left to go. Caruso to Vangaroo.
Tigers in man-to-man defense.
Nice feed. And Vangaroo makes it look easy.
I'll tell you, just a different looking team today, Jim.
Absolutely, and again, the unfamiliarity that Linden has with East Brunswick probably is a cause for that. It will be interesting to see what Bo Henning, who's mic'd up, has to say to keep things going. So we'll listen in.
I'm on the floor.
All right, let's talk defense first. Now, they're not the kind of team. You remember how we struggled a little bit with the screen away and then the guy flashing? I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to screen away and reset in the post. So if you're guarding a guy who's screening away, you should be able to hedge a little bit and recover to yours. If you're guarding a guy away, as soon as the ball goes away from you, jump all the way in to help. So you can't be screened, right? Make it tougher to screen you. Okay, guys along that baseline, eventually, Brad, if you guys are coming over the top of that all the time, they're going to take you out here and look to backdoor you. It's going to be very hard to help. I want you in their face when they catch it, that's all. Have they made an outside shot? No, but they'll get to the board, so we're going to box out all game. All right, come on. Let's go, fellas. Keep running it.
And Bo makes a good point. This team doesn't appear to be an outside shooting team. The times that they have scored is simply driving to the basket.
Well, DeVal is, if it's pronounced right, has taken both outside shots, and they have not fallen. But he looks like he can hit from outside. Okay, Barnes is very deliberate. It's Garcia inside, and Tyson banks it off the board, so it's 10-6 East Brunswick. Both teams with good inside opportunities. Pass out to Vangaroo. Tresca's open. Three-point shot. And I'll tell you what, he gets a rhythm going.
Well, he's looking awful relaxed there, Jim.
Absolutely. Score 13-6 East Brunswick. Barnes to Garcia. There's only 4 on the bench for Linden, so this is not a deep team.
Bears with solid defense there. Linden looking to try to get something.
DeVal.
Keeps rotating the ball.
Right. Looks like they're trying to set the 2 postmen up. There's a shot by Garcia that goes. It's 13-8 East Brunswick. We have 3:14 left to go in period 1 between East Brunswick and Linden. There's that man-to-man. East Brunswick constantly looking for a backdoor. Tresca. Vangaroo.
A little different. It should be the other way around.
Yeah, really.
Vangaroo underneath and Tresca outside.
Uh-huh. Vangaroo elects to shoot. Won't go. You can see that was going to be off.
And Jamal Tate, I'm impressed with his leaping ability. Really gets up there.
Barnes drives inside. Nice shake and bake there.
Nice whoop and nice scoop.
Right, 13-10. East Brunswick ahead by 3 now. And they leave Tresca open again. This time it won't fall, but Vangerud comes down with the rebound. Caruso elects to drive. And was that good?
Let's see. Barnes reaching in. On the side.
So that's the first foul of the game. And it is called on Garcia.
Is it Garcia?
Yes. Good inside move.
And Schroeder puts it down again.
That's the back door. And East Brunswick extends its lead now to 15-10. 2 minutes to go in the first period. A little bit of pressure by the Bears. We haven't seen anything thus far. And you can see why. That basket's good by Tyson.
Just good movement by the Tigers.
Right, the score is 15-12 now in favor of East Brunswick. Linden hanging tough. Vangerud, and it's poked away. And here comes Linden again. It's inside, double teamed.
Good block.
Thought they might call a jump ball on that.
No such thing as a jump ball, Jim.
You know what I mean. The possession arrow will go to the other team. Okay, Linden inbounds here with 1:28 left to go in the first period. 15-12, East Brunswick ahead. They've pretty much led this whole game thus far. Barnes, excuse me, that was Garcia. And I'll tell you what, they've been pretty accurate. 15-14 the score now. Vangerud, and won't fall. Rosenstrauss, who's in the ball game now, almost made the rebound. And Linden now with a chance to lead as we're under a minute. Outside shot, swish by Sean Barnes. And Linden takes the lead, 16-15.
I'll tell you, they haven't missed very much.
Tresca almost drives outside. Caruso. There's an open shot by Tresca, but he's blocked. Whoa. And they battle for it.
And the Tigers will maintain control there.
With 15 seconds. Not a heck of a lot of emotion in this game thus far.
Well, I think it's out on the floor there. Just the crowd doesn't seem to be into it, and the coaches are rather calm.
All right, we look for the wild bunch up there to
going.
provide some emotion. And that won't go. Ball kept alive, though. Ooh. Oh, and they're going to call a foul at the buzzer. And that's a tough one. That's a two-shot foul.
And Sean Barnes will go to the line.
Right, James is going to be charged with that. That's the first team foul for East Brunswick, so kind of a tough break for East Brunswick. So Barnes will be at the line, shooting 2. First one doesn't go.
And Sean Barnes is a 5'8" senior, one of 2 seniors on this team. Raymond Garcia, number 11, being the other.
Second one does go. So the first period ends with the score 17-15. While those shots were being taken, Henning was already talking to his team. So let's join him right now.
I'm not asking you to deny out 3/4 of the court. You can't get a hand up on a shot? Come on. That's ridiculous. 2 things will cover you defensively. Good shot pressure and blocking out. Okay? Those 2 things will cover a lot of mistakes. Right now, we're not doing that. The shot pressure. Shu, you're in for Dave. Give David a rest, right? So, Brad, you're in the 4 right now. You're in the 4 spot, okay? All right, come on, let's go, let's go. Defensively, we got to pick it up some.
All right. That outside shooting by Linden in the latter part of the first period. And I think that the essence is that, Phil, that East Brunswick was an unfamiliar team to Linden, and once they figured out some things that they couldn't leave some people open, they tightened up their defense, and that made it more difficult for the Bears.
Well, they just started settling down, and as you can see, they have some very talented players. They like to drive to the basket, but they also showed they have outside shooters as well.
So we begin the second period with the score 17-15. That shot by Rosenstrauss goes off the rim, but he gets his own rebound.
That's Varela.
James now finds nothing. So Linden will take possession here with 7:40 left in the second period. The Tigers holding a 17-15 lead. Ball tapped out of bounds. And one thing they have got to do is they've got to prevent the ball from getting inside to those two aggressive players, Sean Tyson and Jamal Tate.
5 seconds.
They were successful in getting the timeout.
The timeout, very close to it.
Yeah. I don't know, Phil, what do you think about utilizing timeouts just because you're going to possibly lose a possession?
Well, they don't want it to, it's the fashionable thing. You see it in the pros and you see it in college where players are diving out of bounds and calling timeout. So apparently it's all right with the coach here.
Yeah. Let's talk about East Brunswick as far as where they've been this year. They had a good start, and then they had a little bit of a lapse. And now the GMCs are coming upon us, and they're going to want to get a good seed. I don't know. What do you figure? Maybe anywhere between 5th and 7th seed, 5th and 8th seed?
I'll tell you, it's really hard to figure out. It's been such a crazy year trying to figure out the top team, with North Brunswick jumping out and dominating everybody, and St. Peter's coming back and beating North Brunswick, and Perth Amboy beating St. Joe's, and Edison beating St. Joe's, and all kinds of crazy things going on.
Right, and Piscataway as well.
Right.
Okay, we're beginning action here. Linden inbound successfully this time. And Garcia will penetrate, tries to pass it off, but it goes off, I believe, Tate's hands, Tyson, and East Brunswick will take possession. 7:29 to go in the second period. Linden ahead 17-15. Caruso with the nice cut.
That should have been goaltending, I thought. No.
I don't know if it was touched.
Bears in the man-to-man still.
Outside shot, and it's a three-pointer, good by Barnes. So Linden extends its lead to 20-15. The Tigers on sort of a run here. James penetrates, kicks it outside. That was 25 for East Brunswick.
Varela.
Yeah, didn't fall. East Brunswick's not successful on those outside shots. This is DeVal off the rim. But the Tigers come up with it.
Oh, they're hustling.
Garcia drives again. Woo! Nice touch.
I'll tell you,
He's got 8 points. The score now is 22-15. Bears have really slowed down. Wow, Caruso was hammered, but they didn't call anything. They're letting him play. DeVal now shooting again. And I think they're going to need a timeout, East Brunswick will. Bo Henning pointing to the play at the other end where Caruso was nailed. Meanwhile, it's 24-15.
And the Tigers have just gone on a run. But
yes, they have. And let's listen in to Bo Henning now.
Ball came off. We got position inside. Nobody reacted on the ball. We're blocking out. That ain't enough. We got to get the ball, fellas. All right. They're starting to shoot the ball with confidence because we started the game giving them wide open looks. Now we got to change the momentum a little bit and contest shots. Still staying in 21. Okay, you're 4 now. You're 5. Offensively, we got to get great looks. If it takes 3 or 4 passes, 5 passes, we got to do it. We got to get good looks. Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go.
All right, that timeout, more than anything else, designed to change the flow of the game, provide more defensive pressure down this end.
That's right.
And if necessary, like Henning said, take more than 2 passes or so to.
Well, they were getting the good looks earlier on, and
yeah,
sort of gotten away from it.
Vangaruda goes off him again. Nice pass. And DeValley was hammered. And another defensive lapse by East Brunswick. Excuse me, not a defensive lapse.
And you're looking at Ray DeVal as opposed to his brother, Dan DeVal, who's a freshman on his team. Ray's a sophomore, a 6' sophomore, a pretty good baseball player at that.
He goes to the line shooting too. First one is good. Second one goes off the rim. Vangerud comes down with it. I haven't been keeping touch with what kind of run this has been for Linden, but they have outscored East Brunswick by at least a 12 to 1 margin, or 12 to 2.
And you got Doug Zukas in the game for the Bears.
Zukas, who's been hobbled by an injured foot.
And the Tigers exhibiting good defense right now, Jim.
Right, exactly. A little bit rough out there now. A lot of body contact inside. East Brunswick is taking its time. Treska has the shot. Okay, they're gonna call inside foul. We noted that it is getting physical. Okay, that foul is on Tate, his first. Second team foul.
That's all.
It has been a relatively foul-free game. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, that was threading a needle. Vangerud somehow comes down with it and won't go. Tough shot. And here comes Linden once again. They've been pretty much successful down the floor each time. Especially number 11, Garcia. Shot off the rim, and they're going to catch Tate for going over the top, I believe.
Top there.
Yeah. So he picks up his second foul. And Linden will meet East Brunswick at half court. 4:20 left to go in the second period, 25 to 15. 10-point margin for Linden. James gets away, but he doesn't make the shot. And those are the ones that have to fall. Here comes a good block.
And Shu with the rebound.
Right, Tyson tempted to go up with it. Zukas over everything. Whoops. Treska tried to knock it off a player, wouldn't go, but East Brunswick gets it anyway. Schuler to Vangerud. Ball movement is there for East Brunswick, but they're not sinking the shots that they get.
Knocked out by Tate.
Right, that intended for Zukas underneath, but somebody got a hand in there. And we see Caruso about ready to come in again. Schuler will sit. James looks inside, doesn't find anybody. Vangerud 3 points. Hasn't been successful.
And Tate with the rebound once again.
Yeah. I don't think Henning was really happy with that shot. You know, one pass and they shoot. Garcia to Barnes. They set up the middle.
And Barnes, quite a ball handler.
And they work off the screen very nicely, does Linden. If you watch their movement without the ball. Penetration there. They tried to steal it almost. East Brunswick's going to have to do more of that.
And they bring it back out and start all over.
You heard Henning talk about pressure. I don't see it, Phil. Tyson.
Oh, mercy.
Goes strong to the board.
Sean Tyson, his 6th point of the night.
So Linden extends its lead to 27-15. And this has been an abysmal quarter for East Brunswick thus far. Have they scored? Treska's free.
They have now.
27-17, back down to a 10-point deficit. Linden ahead here as the Tigers pay a visit to East Brunswick. Garcia now running the show for the Tigers. He penetrates, but they get the ball back. And they'll set it up again. They strike me as being a very patient team.
Well, patient but aggressive team out by the same notion, Jim.
There's Tyson.
And he's stripped.
Zukas sees the open man, but they cover quickly. Treska, 3-point try.
Yes.
Makes it. And Treska has 11 points on 3 3-pointers and a regular field goal. And now East Brunswick is back to a 7-point deficit, losing 27-20. Tyson inside, won't go this time.
Okay, Vangaroo with the rebound, and here come the Bears.
James in the corner to Zukas, sets up, hits it, 2-pointer. And here comes East Brunswick. 27-22.
And Doug Zukas with a big basket there.
Right, a minute to go. Well, East Brunswick has scored 7 in a row. Barnes is going to take it. Won't go. Now they're a little impatient.
And Vangaroo doing a yeoman's job off the defensive boards.
Nice pass, almost connects. They had the numbers there, did East Brunswick.
And good reaction by Raymond Garcia to knock it out of bounds.
Vangaroo inbound to Caruso, Treska. Inside, nice pass.
Good look. Good look.
And all of a sudden, it's 27-24. Boys, this game had an ebb and flow. East Brunswick on a 9-0 run. And will Linden hold for one here? That is a mental mistake right there. I don't know what Garcia was
Just
thinking.
took his eyes off the ball, Jim. Looking into action here, took his eyes off the ball. As you saw, went out of bounds.
East Brunswick actually with a chance to tie it here if they elect to shoot a 3-pointer. It's 27-24, and they may hold for one.
And if it gets in Treska's or Caruso's hands, they very may well put up a 3.
Down to under 10 seconds. Treska's drives, puts it up, off the glass, won't go though. And there's still time to get the shot off. Ooh, almost went in off the rim. So at halftime, the score, Linden 27-24. Phil, 2 minutes ago, Linden had a 27-15 lead, and then just like that, it just is. So I have to think that Henning is pleased with the way things went and not at all disappointed right now.
Well, I've known Bo Henning. I don't think he's totally pleased with. I think he's pleased about the fact that they're only down 3 points, and the team's coming back. But he knows that they can play better. They haven't created a whole lot off their defensive pressure, and we may see some of that the second half.
Right, they are good at making adjustments. Okay, so the score 27-24, Linden over East Brunswick at halftime. We'll take a short break and be back with the second half action in just a moment.
Okay, you see sitting in the stands there, rather relaxed, is Reggie Carney, the coach of the Lady Bears, and I believe they're going to practice right after this game. This is an early game. This is a 5:30 game, and Reggie must be thinking that, hey, my team didn't play so badly against Bishop Bar, since Bishop Bar went right out and beat Red Bank Catholic.
Right.
So.
Anyway, the score here at halftime as we begin action. About to begin action with Linden inbounding. The Tigers, the visiting Tigers, holding a 3-point margin. They were up by actually 12 points with under 2 minutes to go. So East Brunswick chopped that margin down, and they did it with some good scoring and pressure defense, and we'll see if that continues. Barnes with it. They have been rather deliberate, but they like to penetrate. And there's Tyson, and they tie up immediately. And East Brunswick will get possession.
And Kevin James, good hustle on his part. And Kevin's been playing real solid ball lately.
Tigers pretty much had their way inside that first half, and I think East Brunswick's going to try to deny them. That's Vangerud out on top to Schuler. Treska, who had some success in the first half, 3 3-pointers. Vangerud. He's pretty far out there now.
Tigers in man-to-man defense.
Well, he'll go with it. And off the rim, a little too strong. Schuler, though, comes up with it, a little good aggressiveness. Pass inside to Vangerud. Won't go, though. James comes down with it and elects to go out. However,
I'll tell you, quick hand.
Stolen.
And stolen back by Vangerud,
Right.
and here he comes.
Caruso inside to Vangerud, and
This won't go.
call a block and foul, though, on Tyson. So that is Shaw Tyson.
And that's his second foul, Jim.
Okay. Shaw is his first name.
Right. And you look at Dave Vangerud coming off a quiet 12-point game against St. Joe's.
It was quiet. He got most of those points in the second half, and 6 for 6 foul shooting, if I remember. Sinks the first. And makes the second, so he's becoming a very dependable foul shooter for East Brunswick. I got him for 8 straight here, counting the last game, and so now the score is 27-26 in favor of Linden. And a nice soft shot by Garcia.
Garcia just muscling it up there.
What do they call here? 29-26 is the score. Linden ahead by 3. East Brunswick, now they have pressure. Vangerud bringing the ball.
Bringing the ball
Phil.
up, he does it all.
Treska being guarded closely by DeVal. That leaves Caruso free for a moment. He turns around, spins, puts it up, and in.
Caruso with about 5 moves on that play.
Right, and he has 5 points, and the score now is 29-28, Linden by 1. Barnes almost loses it. DeVal now on top. Tate, rare time that he's been out on top. DeVal, a little opening, sets up and shoots and hits. And it's 31-28, Linden. Schuler inside, has the opening, but elects to kick it out. East Brunswick doing a lot of cutting inside. Treska inside, nice move.
That's that motion without the ball, Jim.
Right, and they're doing that. They're a lot more fluid on offense. You can see that. And the basket by Caruso brings it to a 31-30 margin.
Caruso with 7 points.
Right. Barnes being pestered by James.
Good defense.
Good denial of the ball. Garcia drives inside, shoves it off to Tate.
And Treska. Treska with the karate yell there. He knew he got a good block.
Barnes looks to inbounds it. Garcia's open. Back to Barnes. It's good man-to-man defense by East Brunswick. Again, Linden showing good discipline, not throwing up errant shots. Garcia has a little bit of an opening, steps up. This time it doesn't go. East Brunswick comes down with the rebound. This is Treska. Tries to bounce past it, but it's stolen. DeVal, they got the numbers here, Linden does. I thought he walked on it. Won't go. Comes down with the rebound, and now East Brunswick has it.
Fast and fury, here we go.
Here's Caruso. You got to get a handle on the ball, guys. East Brunswick searching for that back door. Schuler to Caruso outside, inside to Vangerud, turns around, hits it,
fouled.
and he was fouled. You know, we had a comment by a fan that talked about if they hit the shots, if they just fall, East Brunswick's going to win the game, and I think that's the difference right there.
Well, that's very succinct. If you hit the shots, yeah, they can win. His point simply is, and that's a former old coach, that they get the shots, they just got to make them.
Well, Vangerud has had a number of free shots, and they have not fallen. This time it goes. And again, he makes the foul shot.
9 points.
9 points. And East Brunswick is now ahead 33-31. That foul, by the way, was by Tyson, who picks up his second. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Tyson.
Okay.
Who picks up number 3 now.
Big 3 for big number 33.
So this game has seen a number of shifts. East Brunswick going out to a good lead, and then Linden coming back up by 12 at one point. Now East Brunswick has the lead once again. 3:38 left to go in the third period. And you can see the confidence in East Brunswick now as they move the ball around. Caruso thought about it. Apparently they like that matchup with Vangerud inside.
Really. Solid defense by the Tigers, however.
Yeah. Zukas inside. And he puts it in. Boy, I'll tell you what, they've been backdooring it all of
They've been
Princeton.
going underneath, you're right, Jim.
And now it's a 4-point lead, 35-31 for East Brunswick. Barnes takes it inside, but he draws the foul.
Sean Barnes goes to the line to shoot 2. Has 8 points at this juncture.
And looks to me like we see our first substitution for St. Joe,
As you said,
for Linden. Steve Hatcher comes in
Not
now.
very deep, so
Right.
You're right. They tend to play very few players.
Schuler was charged with that foul, his first. So you see Barnes missed the first. He has 10 points on the night. Makes the second. So the lead is now 35-32 for East Brunswick. Tresca bringing the ball up. This is Varela in the game. There's that pass inside again.
Back door.
Wow, and I'll tell you what, Linden's going to have to do something about that. 37-32, East Brunswick. That's excellent ball movement by the Bears.
And Coach Wilbur Aikens letting them play. I thought he might call a timeout there, but he's let him go.
Tyson goes with it, falls off the rim, and a rebound comes down. Tresca, they fight for it.
And the Tigers will maintain possession.
Right, Vangerud had possession, yet his arm was out of bounds, so Linden gets the ball. 2:08 left to go in the third period. East Brunswick ahead 37-32. Almost tipped away, and Tresca does. They've got the open shot. Won't go, but they got the numbers here.
And he's fouled.
And they have the foul. Tresca tried to put it up, knowing that he had 2 people around to rebound. Thought it was a good move. And the foul is on Garcia. That is the 4th team foul for Linden, by the way. East Brunswick with 1. And Vangerud, who is on a, as far as I know, a 9 foul shots in a row streak.
Well, he's certainly improving on that 76% that he comes into this game with.
And he misses. Actually, those statistics, Phil, were before the St. Joe's game.
Okay,
so it's probably a lot higher than that. We didn't want to put the whammy on him, but
we just
anyway,
did.
Yeah. And Dave makes the second. So the lead is now up to 38-32. East Brunswick, 2 minutes to go in the period. Barnes, as he has for pretty much the whole evening, is leading the show for East Brunswick. Tate outside. Barnes into Tyson, backs in. But a little strong. They fight for it though, however, and I believe Garcia gets the points. And it's 38-34. East Brunswick ahead by 4. Varela looking inside. Wow.
They had the back door.
Yeah, they did. It was a good screen set. Shadow goes off the rim by Caruso. Fight for it. Look at that.
Zukas.
Wow. And I think they're going to catch, who is it, Tresca? No,
Varela.
sorry, Bill Varela with a foul. Second team foul for East Brunswick, so it's a non-shooter. Slows things down, however. And Hatcher goes out again. And so we're back with the original 5 here.
The Ironman 5.
Got to wonder if in the fourth quarter maybe this catches up with Linden. Garcia, nice move, however, it won't fall. And that's Varela coming down with it. They push it ahead.
Well, I talked to Wilbur Akins rather, and about depth, and he had something interesting to say.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a second. Varela, excuse me, that's Caruso to Varela. Tresca. They're going to catch for Caruso a couple extra steps there.
Akins, you're talking about the Ironman 5 there.
Yeah.
They actually have to play a game tomorrow, and they're still trying to make the States. And I said, you know, aren't you concerned, you know, playing back-to-back games? And he sort of just laughed, saying that if these kids can't play back-to-back games, they shouldn't be playing.
Okay.
And we made much to do about Hillsborough coming off a game and having to play the Bears. But he's got a point. They're young kids.
Well,
and
I agree, but Phil, it's the same 5 that's in there. You know what I mean? Good stuff.
By Tresca.
And they do call a jump ball, by the way.
Right.
Possession arrow to Linden. .29 seconds left to go in the third period. 38-34 remains the score.
I'll tell you, Zukas is coming back in, Jim, but we were watching him before. He's not totally strong on that ankle.
No, he isn't. He's having some difficulty. However, he does have some good defensive skills, and maybe he's in there for that reason. Barnes looks in the corner for DeVal. And Linden holding for 1. 10 seconds. Probably going to go with it. Nope. Gets it to Tyson. And goes off the board, but it won't go. But they get the rebound. And is that Garcia?
I believe it's Garcia once again.
And I'll tell you what, that was not what Bo Henning wanted to see to end this third period. 38-36 is the score. And let's see if he controls his emotions in the huddle.
If we are ever going to win games like this, we have to make big plays and big stops, and that means blocking out and securing the ball there. You know what? You probably got shoved. You want to know something? Down the stretch of a quarter, you're going to get shoved. You better shove back and get the ball in that situation. Damn. All right, offensively, whenever we execute and throw 4 to 5 passes, we get whatever we want. We get whatever we need, okay? So keep running. Like I told you, make them run the court. Push the ball, right? Get an early outlet, push the ball. When you don't have anything, make them play defense against your set D, okay? I mean against your sets offensively. All right, come on, let's go. Come on.
Well, there you have it, Bill. I told you, I could see the look on his face. He was not, that was a big play down there at the end. You do have to make the big shots and the big stops.
That's for sure.
Okay, East Brunswick will inbounds to begin this fourth quarter. They lead by 2, 38-36. And we'll try to notch this victory. Tresca with it, and they have the foul called on DeVal, I believe.
That's right, Ray DeVal on a reach-in.
His first foul, 5th team foul. Not yet in a one-on-one situation. Schuler. Tresca, though, not a a good pass, but somehow Tresca was able to recover. Give him a lot of credit there. Got to make sure that pass is not into a crowd. Tresca's actually, his jaw is hurting him right now. Caruso, Zukas. James. East Brunswick being patient.
Good defense by the Tigers, good movement by the Bears.
They're going after it, Linden is.
Linden appears to be a little more conscious of the back door, Jim.
Right, exactly. Tresca puts it up.
And in.
And that makes it 40-36. East Brunswick now extends its margin to 4. Pass inside to Tyson. He goes strong. Gets his own rebound and draws a foul.
I'll tell you, Tyson, the force that he is been getting the ball down low, just throwing it up a little too hard off the boards there.
And is that a shooting foul? Apparently it is.
And Tyson, a 6'3" junior.
He has 6 points on the night, also has 3 fouls, so he has to watch. He's an aggressive player, you can see that.
He is very aggressive.
Shaw, Tyson. He rattles around and falls through. Second one goes off the rim. So the score is now 40-37. East Brunswick 3-on-2. I don't know.
Just a little short on it, pulled back a little bit.
Schuler didn't seem quite set. So Linden, as deliberate as they are, will look for that good shot and probably try to go to Tyson again. Phil, this hasn't been a fast-paced game. Wow, look at that strong rebound by Tyson. It doesn't go, but boy, does he just goes. And there you go. What I was seeing, Phil, was that Tyson was so aggressive on the other end that East Brunswick took off, and they had the horses out there.
And that's for sure, but Vangaroo, it's Schuler who will go to the line to shoot 2.
East Brunswick with the numbers, able to get that rebound. And so they'll catch Jamal Tate with his 3rd foul, 6th-team foul. And Schuler will go to the line shooting a 2, makes the 1st. East Brunswick, well, Vangaroo was the only one to go to the line, and he is right now 4 for 5. So Schuler 1 for 1.
And Schuler's been a steady force. As I mentioned before, probably needs to shoot more.
Okay. 2 points makes it 42-37. Bears ahead with 6 minutes left to go. Let's watch for Tyson in there. He is leaning on Vangaroo. Schuler gets an arm out, almost steals it. And this is where the fatigue factor, if it's going to show, is going to make its presence known. Garcia, as he has all evening.
His 16th point of the night.
16 points. Closes the gap to 42-39, East Brunswick. And the Tigers hanging tough. You hear the Linden coach yelling out screen. There it is again. Tresca off balance, won't go. And Tyson comes down with the rebound. It looks like he caught an eye right there.
Caught a finger in the eye. And,
yeah.
And the official promptly calls timeout.
Tyson sort of waves him off, says he's all right.
And Wilbur Ayers, you can hear him saying, okay, it's not a foul. He got jammed in the eye, but it's not a foul. And Wilbur Ayers is a good one. 18 years he's been there at Linden and all sorts of championships.
Barnes will look for the opening. Kevin James giving him a lot of room. It won't fall.
Okay, Caruso with the rebound over to James.
Almost loses it. Zilkis gets his pockets stripped by Barnes, and that closes it to 42-41.
I think that was Hatcher with this.
Was it Hatcher?
I believe so.
Okay. Caruso drives inside. Now he elects to go out. 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I should say. And points now will become important. There's that inside, but Tate was ready for him.
And Schuler gave a little fake before he went up. Probably if he went up, probably would have got fouled anyway.
Yeah. Garcia commanding the show now. Goes right to the basket. He has excellent moves. Draws the foul, and with these foul shots, Linden can resume the lead.
And Garcia is that first step is as quick as any we've seen this year, Jim.
Right. James is charged with that foul. He picks up his third. Sorry, that was on Caruso. Foul number 1.
And as you take a look at Raymond Garcia waiting to shoot, as I was saying, this Linden team is no stranger. The East Brunswick played East Brunswick in 1988, according to Ayers. He remembers Forte in that group.
Okay.
And established a friendship with Frank Knochenberger back then.
Right. Boy, has it been that long ago? Well, Garcia sinks both, so now Linden takes the lead. 3:48 left to go. Henning off the bench. Treska underneath. There's the ball movement that you want. But Linden is really hanging tough. Treska, wow, I thought he was fouled. Gets the ball back, however. Goes up with it, won't go.
And Hatcher right underneath him.
Look at him fight for it.
I'll tell you, and they call the foul on Hatcher.
Yeah, they are.
He's hustling as well.
And that's a 1-on-1. So, important foul right there.
That's for sure. Mike Treska going to the line with 13 points. And these will be big shots here.
And what's the foul shooting percentage for
Treska?
Treska? Here we go. Just 56%.
Oh, that's right.
Makes that one. Ties the score. And this could put the Bears in front. Won't go, though. So we're tied 43 all with 3:16 left to go in the game.
This is what it comes down to, Jim. Been a well-played game by both teams.
And now you see Garcia actually taking charge. They want to give the ball to him. You can see it. Zilkis stolen
by Treska. And he's hammered from behind by Hatcher. And I'll tell you, Garcia would one too many shake and bakes there. Instead of looking up and trying to get the ball to his teammates there, he seemed to be trying to pull out a dribbling exhibition. Treska will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
An important 1-and-1 this is. Mike trying to concentrate here. This could give East Brunswick the lead. Sinks it. He's got, what, 15 points now?
15 points.
Okay. I think he leads the scoring for East Brunswick. Yes. And rolls in and out, but East Brunswick has the lead, 44-43. What do they got here?
Well, we have a foul.
They're going to catch Schuler. Caruso, I think.
Officials sort of called it from a distance. Normally they come over to the table.
15. It's a non-shooting foul, however. That brings it up to 5. So it's 44-43. 2:45 left to go. Garcia drives. Was off balance that time.
Control.
Yeah, he was. Tresca, they try to push it.
Oh, waited too late.
Yep. East Brunswick sets it up again. Tyson comes out to meet him. Ball almost stolen. You know, that was a great call by Tresca.
Well,
nope,
he tried to no avail. Tried to call a timeout, but
looks like Linden's going to catch possession on the jump. 2:21 left to go. Let's see if Garcia once again handles the ball. He's been unsuccessful twice. There he is. Barnes. Little shake and bake. Goes up with it. Won't call. Oh, and they give it to Linden. I thought that went off Tyson.
And Will Ayers calling for play number 1.
Watch for the inside. Garcia just gathers it in. Zukas all over him. Garcia turns. And Tresca, 6-team foul now.
Okay, I'll tell you, Garcia, Ayers looking right at him, doesn't say a whole lot. I mean, apparently that's his game.
So East Brunswick will, that was their last free foul, so Linden will have a one-on-one opportunity in the next foul. Garcia drives the middle, gives it to Tyson.
Good
off
pass.
the board. It was nice. And that gives Linden a lead, 45-44, with 1:45 left to go. And East Brunswick will call timeout. All right, so Henning talking with Vangerud as we watch, and we'll gather the huddle and set up the strategy for this offensive thrust.
Damn man out there and just take what the defense is giving us, right? Don't force anything in that situation. We had the lead. Okay. Offensively now, can we run the fifth set? Everybody knows what we're doing on the fifth set, right? You want me to show you on the board? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got 2 forwards, right? The ball goes to 1 forward. Opposite guy cutting off the screen. Second guy is also cutting. He winds up corner. He's going to wind up on the block. Then it's a 2-man game out front. If we don't have anything, we swing it back around, okay? So if you're the opposite forward, you're the second cutter. If it comes to you, Doug, you're looking at those 2 cutters and then 2-man game. We're going into open off it. Yeah, fist out of bounds, yeah.
Okay, remember now, Linden comes into this game as 8-7, so this is kind of a crucial game for them.
Well, quite frankly, they need it. If they want to make the states, well, it certainly will help.
All right, East Brunswick inbounds the ball. 1:43 left to go in the game, regulation. Linden holding on to a 1-point lead. Henning wanting Zuka's presence in there. Look for the back door. Hatcher all over Tresca, who drives. Nice pass, but a good stuff by Tate. And what do we got? Oh, they call a foul. Thought it might be a tie-up.
I'll tell you, tough call there. Bo Henning looking right at it, doesn't say much.
Well, that's going to bring Linden to the line for a one-on-one opportunity.
I tell you, the Bears got up on a nice pass, got it underneath the James underneath.
Right.
He did try to go up, and the ball was blocked. And you're having Jamal Tate, freshman quarterback, 6'3", on the line to shoot these important shots.
And won't go. Almost tied up.
And Zukas with the rebound.
Vangerud covered by Tyson. That's been a battle right there all night. Boy, they are covering them close. We are close to a minute left to play. Linden ahead, 45-44. Real tight coverage by Linden. Inside to Caruso.
Oh, I'll tell you, a super feed.
And East Brunswick takes the lead, 46-45. 48 seconds left to go in the game.
And the
This is Barnes.
Crowd comes live with defense.
Elects to go and won't fall.
And Tresca with a big rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you what. They work a lot, and then all of a sudden Barnes comes down and takes a shot. And it looks like they're going to have to foul here. Bangaroo, East Brunswick obviously in no hurry. 20 seconds left to go. They have a 1-point lead. This is Caruso. And Tate's going to foul him, it looks like.
Looks like he's trying to foul him.
And Brad Caruso. And Jamal Tate picks up his 4th foul. What do you got, Phil?
Well, we got Caruso with a 71% free throw shooter. So
right. Well, he was the second highest foul shooter on the, for East Brunswick. Yeah. Bangaroo number 1.
and you take a good look at Caruso, and just quite a talented athlete here. Quite a competitor. Has 9 points at this juncture. And we'll go to the line to shoot these pressure-filled shots. Or shot.
And he makes the first. Boy, I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about East Brunswick's foul shooting tonight. They have been very, very solid. Russo makes them both. And that forces Linden to call timeout. Score is now 48-45.
And I'll tell you, look at
48-45, East Brunswick with a 3-point lead. It puts Linden in a position now of having to make a 3-pointer.
That's for sure.
So let's see what kind of defense that Henning's going to throw up.
Will you get a defensive board if we foul these guys, you know, after a few seconds? Will you get a defensive board on the foul shots? Because we can't give up a second shot, right? Okay.
Let's time go off the clock, though, you know?
What's that?
We give them way too many offensive.
Yeah, but I don't want to give them a 3.
23, let some time go off the clock. Then we got to foul and get across that court. Don't foul them.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. We want to use up some clock. You know what? The hell with it, man. The hell with it. Let's play 22 defense. Let's play 22 defense. We're not going to back off. We're going to actually, let's come up and play 23 and make them use a little bit of time, okay? Now, a 2-pointer doesn't hurt you, but don't give them a really easy one, okay? All right. If they score, you got the ball out of bounds as the 4-man, and we go Pennsylvania down there. I think we still have 2, right, Amy? We do? Okay. Yeah, the 3's the one that hurts us, but don't foul him on the 3. Contest the hell out of it. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Phil, what I like about that is that Henning is projecting that even if they score, he's already set in the players' minds what they should be doing to prevent a steal on the inbounds.
Well, he's also decided not to back up off them and whatnot.
Right.
He's thought about playing a little tentative, but he says, no, let's go ahead and play our game and be aggressive.
Okay, under 10 seconds to go. They're going to need a 3-pointer here. They go up with a 2. No, 3.
Oh, mercy.
Boy, they make it.
Mercy. And that was
I thought that was on the line. It didn't look like a 3-pointer at all.
that was DeVal that shot that ball.
That was not a 3-point shot. Oh, gosh. Okay.
A little conscious. Bo just looks at him. Bo has no problem with it. Back to the huddle. Let's hear what he's got to say.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Okay, now. Well, we're going to run the same sucker play that we ran, okay? But if it doesn't go, fellas, they put a guy on the ball. We're going to run the baseline, right? Brad, you're going to run the baseline. But I just don't want to turn over here and we'll go to overtime if they don't make the call, okay? Let me see. Mike, go out there right now and tell them that you want to watch. We're going to set a screen on the ball and tell them to watch them running you over. Okay, you're going to do the sucker play, okay? All right, then I want Dougie, Kevin, David deep, right? Doug, you're going to go screen for Kevin and then come back hard to the ball. Brad, you start on one side, run the baseline. Yeah, well, yeah. Right, you're away from the ball. Kevin, you're coming off that screen, okay? Just get it in. At worst, I want to go to overtime.
Okay, you watch for Tresca on the pick there. He's going to try to draw a foul with 1 second left. He's already informed the official. We'll see if it happens. He's hoping the guy will run him over. Here he goes. Oh, wow.
They did not call it.
Just as Bo, look at Bo Henning, and he is upset.
Wow.
They actually went over there and warned the official of what they were going to do. And the foul, clearly the charge was there. The official did not call it. And this is a veteran official.
Yeah.
He's been seen in all the county and state tournaments.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was the same official that awarded a a three-pointer to DeVal over there that enabled this game to be tied. As it is now, at regulation, it's 48-48.
And this guy's a good official, Jim. I've seen him before in a number of state and county tournaments there.
Well, he
but
was
the
not going to allow
irony is
that.
Bo told him what was going to happen. Let's see what Bo's saying.
Well, what are we going to do? We're going to sulk about it in overtime? Let's play, right? Defensively, we're 21, limit them to 1 shot. 11 can hurt us. 11's your matchup, I think, right now. He can hurt us, okay? Then offensively, let's go with a little bit of fist when we don't have our break. But push the ball, right? They played 5 guys the whole game. Let's get out and run. Let's get an easy one, okay? All right, come on, let's go.
Jim, he's exactly right on a lot of fronts. Number one, listen, we're not going to cry about the no call there. Let's get out here. We still got to play. Letting them know that they played 5 guys most of the game and whatnot. We got an extra overtime quarter. Let's try to run it at them.
All right, here we go, and I think we got a jump ball here, Phil.
Okay, Jim.
Vangerud up with it and gets the tap to Tresca. And 4 minutes of overtime. Let's see what happens.
And nobody on James right now.
East Brunswick still looking for the back door, are they? Zukas with it. And Linden quite fortunate on a couple fronts to even be playing overtime, in my mind. Caruso to James. Hasn't shot from outside much. Zukas to Vangerud. The only one in foul trouble is Tate with 4 for Linden. Kevin James with 3 for East Brunswick. 3:10 and a little long on the pass. And so that consumed almost a minute of time.
Okay, it's still early, though.
Barnes comes down with it. Under 3 minutes to play. And he went up with a shot the last time and feeds it off nice.
Oh, mercy.
To Tate, who's hammered.
Yeah, he is hammered.
Boy, that was a strong shot. So who will they call on this foul? Tresca picks up number 3. And Tate will go to the line.
And as I said, Tate is the quarterback for the freshman football team.
He's 0 for 1 tonight. DeVal goes out and Hatcher comes in. It's the first. And that gives Linden a 1-point lead.
Just his 3rd point of the night.
And hits the second as well. So a 2-point lead, 50-48 for the Tigers. Caruso, very deliberate right now. It's a man-to-man. Wants to take it ahead by himself, and it rolls off. Linden comes down with the rebound. That's another thing, Phil. Linden has pretty much controlled the boards on both sides tonight. Hatcher in the corner, back out to Barnes. And East Brunswick's going to be aggressive now. They're going to have to take some chances. And Vangerud sticks a hand in there.
And Garcia will go to the line to shoot, too.
Ramon Garcia with 18 points, it looks like.
That's right.
Shooting a 1-on-1, is this?
Surprising. I thought he was going up. They're saying 1-on-1, Jim.
Okay. Couple of surprising calls tonight. And Garcia nonetheless hits it. And now it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Second one is in, and it's 4 points, 52-48. 2:18 left to go in the game, and this is overtime. Zukas, East Brunswick.
Bears just need a 2-pointer right here now, Jim.
Yeah, right.
For the 3.
Tresca goes up with one anyway, though.
Oh, mercy.
And brings them back to 1 point, 52-51.
Tresca's 4th tray of the night.
And now you hear the crowd. We saw that, almost stolen by East Brunswick. They
Good
almost forced them
trapping
out.
defense there.
Yep.
And the Tigers are very fortunate to get the ball back.
Barnes back in the game. This is Garcia inbounding. Minute 45 left to go in overtime. 52 to 51. Linden by a point. DeVal, that's where he hit that three-pointer to tie it with, bring it into overtime. Long cross-court pass to Barnes. DeVal, movement inside. Barnes left open, and he hits it.
I'll tell you.
Tough shot. 54 to 51 now.
11 points for Barnes. And
minute 17, East Brunswick down by 3.
And again, the Bears will look for the good shot.
Vangerud left by himself.
And Bo calls a timeout.
All right. So we have a minute 8 left to go in over this first overtime. Linden ahead by 3 points, 54 to 51. And do you set up for the 3-point? We'll see.
Sure, you go for Zooks. Hurry up. Hurry up. We got one timeout left, right, Aim? Okay, because we get one added in overtime. Okay. All right, on your sideline out of bounds play here. We get an extra one in. Oh, you're right. We got no timeouts. My fault. All right, on the sideline out of bounds play, let's go with a 5. If it is not there, don't force it, right? Now, I'll tell you what, with the personnel we have in, let's go with a 2-play, a 3-play. Let's go for 3-play. If it's not there, I want you to bring it right out and you and Mike run top of the head, okay? Now, defensively, if there's time, if we score, I want you to go into your 52 defense. And let's get some traps. You're on the point now, on the 52, right? Listen for a red call. Listen for a red call, right?
Well, Henning's been using the most out of that huddle of his.
Okay, he called for a 3-play. We don't know if a 3-play is actually a 3-play. We'll find out, Jim.
Here we go. James.
Backcourt. Mercy.
That's exactly what it was. Val in, Hatcher out. Hatcher apparently is the defensive specialist. Well, they don't even get to run that play, so Zukas is going to come back in. Nope. A minute left to go in the game. And you wonder when East Brunswick will think about fouling it. Inside to Garcia, puts it up and in. 56 to 51. And you got to think about a 3-pointer now.
You got to put some up, and Treska's fouled.
Well, that really wasn't a good play for Linden because, again, it stops the clock.
That's right.
And puts Treska to the line shooting 1-and-1. Or maybe even 2, I don't even know. And Coach Aiken's not too happy with this.
And Treska with 18 points tonight, and he's played a fine all-around game.
2-shot foul. Okay. And hits the rim. Every point now important. Second one is good. What do they got here now?
They took it away from him.
They waved it off?
Stepped in the lane.
Okay.
Tough call at this juncture of the game.
Yeah, sure is. So the score remains 56 to 51. Linden ahead with under a minute left to play, 44 seconds, and they have the ball. And they will try to take some time off the clock. Ball tapped away, however. East Brunswick. Treska goes up with a long shot.
Oh, yes!
It somehow finds it. And it's 56 to 54 with 28 seconds left. Wow.
I'll tell you, Mike Treska's 5th 3-pointer of the night there, and it couldn't come at a better time. 27 seconds left, and they're down by 2 points, Jim.
And it changes the complexion of the game.
And it changes the complexion, and Wilbur Ayers calls timeout. Remember, the Bears had no timeouts.
Right. So let's listen in to what Henning has to say here.
Okay, if the situation comes up, know where you're supposed to be. We don't have any timeouts, so we want to be taking the ball to the basket either for a layup or a kick out of the break, right? A layup or a kick. Right now, we're going to go 20. Who's guys been taking it out full court, you know? 11, so that's going to be your matchup? Yeah, okay, so why don't we go floater? We'll go floater, right? next foul we give is going to be 2 shots in. So we're going 24. Play with your back to the ball. Switch the screens if you anticipate one coming, right? Switch the screens. What's that? No. Then we're going right into red. What does red mean? Go after the ball, right? Go after the ball. Okay, let's go.
Okay, I tell you, Mike Tresca coming up with a big basket there, an off-balance 3-point three there, and
all right, they're going to inbounds here. 27 seconds to go, and immediately foul.
right away.
Right. This is going to be a game decided on the foul line.
And they got Sean Bryant going to the line. He's 2 out of 4 from the foul line tonight with 11 points. Sean Barnes, rather.
Okay, important foul shots. Shooting 2 because this is the 10th team foul. It's the first. He's made some important shots
He
here.
certainly has.
All right. Varela inserted into the game. James, by the way, picked up his 4th. And Barnes hits the second. So it's 58-54, 25 seconds left to go. Tresca sets it up.
A 4-point play almost.
Whoa.
Mercy.
So he will get 3 opportunities.
Shooting
And
behind,
again,
just a
it
terrible foul. And
stops the clock, and it also gives East Brunswick an opportunity to draw within 1.
And if you could take a look at Wilbert Akins, the coach for Linden Tigers, is beside himself right now, and he knows that's a terrible foul. It could have been a 4-point play there. Nevertheless, Tresca will go to the line to shoot 3.
Tresca 2 for 4, 2 for 6, I should say. 3 for 7. Makes the first, makes the score 58-55. 19 seconds left to go.
22 points for Tresca.
And he focuses in. Second one is good as well. 58-56.
And he can bring him within 1, Jim.
And let's watch this inbounds after this, if he makes it.
He makes
All
all
right, here's
3.
the inbounds right now. Let's see what East Brunswick elects to do. And a foul.
Choose the foul, and they foul Garcia.
Right.
He'll go to the line to shoot 2, Jim.
No, I'm sorry, that's Barnes they foul, Phil.
They foul Barnes?
Yeah.
He'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 17 seconds left.
So East Brunswick could connect on a 3-pointer to tie it up again.
It's a game of chess right now, Jim, and you take your chances.
Well, Barnes made 2 before. And that foul, by the way, was by James, who picks up his 5th. So he fouls out of the game.
And they have 30 seconds to substitute. And Linden needing this game to get in the States. As I mentioned, 21-4 last year, section Group 2 champs. Year before that, they were 22-3, Watson Conference champs. And Sean Barnes at the line to shoot 2.
Varela in the game now for James, who fouled out. And let's watch the foul shots. Barnes makes it.
He sinks it.
Second one coming up, 59-57.
And I believe Akins is going to call timeout after this, believe it or not, Jim.
Sinks it. Okay, wasn't able to get it. So Tresca needing a 3-pointer to tie it up. They're denying him here. Goes off the rim. And they call a foul on Tresca, it looks like.
Well, the strange thing here, Jim, is Wilbur Akins is telling his team to call a timeout after the 2 foul shots were made. They never did get the timeout called, and apparently it may end up working to their benefit as well.
Well, it looks like Linden's going to escape with a victory here. Again, I go back to that questionable 3-pointer that the Val show threw up. Thought he landed with his feet well inside. They called it a 3, and then of course that with 1 second left, Tresca gets rammed and the official did not call a foul.
Of course, it's not where you land, Jim. It's where you take off when you're shooting a shot.
All right,
Maybe
so Barnes misses here.
And maybe that's what the official was looking at. And Akins finally does call the timeout.
Yeah. Well, they're in the driver's seat, no doubt about it. 3-point lead. Barnes still on the line to shoot one. 5 seconds left to go in the overtime.
Nevertheless, it does give Bo and the Bears an opportunity to discuss some last-minute strategies themselves.
Well, I don't know what they can discuss because they really, a lot depends on this foul shot being missed. But, you know, 2-game losing streak now for the Bears, 10-7. Admittedly, a couple of games coming up where they should be the favorites. I think they got a game this Friday against Old Bridge, followed with another home game against J.P. Stevens. They should be the favorites to win them. And then they go on the road February 13th to play Edison and then meet Piscataway on the 17th. And then we mentioned before that on February 28th, the Bears will play Toms River North in a home game here. But not exactly peaking.
No, that's for sure. But again, 5 seconds left. Barnes at the line to shoot one more attempt.
And it doesn't go in. So East Brunswick, if they can get this shot off from Tresca.
Oh.
No. And that'll do it. A last-ditch try by Mike Tresca doesn't fall, and the referees hustle into the locker room.
Well, that I'm sure they're not
being trailed by a couple of people, as a matter
not
of fact.
afraid of anything here.
So the final score, Linden 60, East Brunswick 57 in overtime. A contest that went right down to the wire. We thought that foul shots would be important in this game, but East Brunswick probably, I would say, with a better effort than they showed up against St. Joseph's.
Well, clearly a better effort in my mind, and you got to give the Linden Tigers, who needed this game, as we kept pointing out all night, in order to make the states. Wilbur Akins, a very successful coach there at Linden, and used to winning, and somehow they pulled out one here tonight. So a well-played ball game for both teams.
And happy Wilbur Akins, understanding now his team moves to 9-7, which gives him a little bit more of a cushion for making the states. And East Brunswick falls to 10-7. So that's going to do it this evening. The final score, Linden 50, East Brunswick 47. Again, they shut the clock off on us again. 60-57, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so for Phil Hill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thanks for being with us.